My life has significantly changed. I feel like the baddest version of myself. I look like the baddest version of myself, and I can help you to do the same. Hey baddies, welcome back to this week's video. And in today's video, I'm gonna teach you how you're going to level up your self-care. So I have been on a self-care journey for a long time now, and I can tell you that it has genuinely changed my life. Not only am I in my feminine energy, I'm in my soft girl era. I feel like I look the best I've looked in a long time. I feel the best I've felt in a very long time. My money's growing, my love life is growing, everything is just glowing. And it is because I have been investing all, if not most of my energy and attention into me in these most recent months. Today, I am going to give you guys some advice and some tips on how you can level up your self-care mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, in all ways, even financially, so that I can help you guys to also become the baddest version of yourself. Make sure you guys give this video a huge thumbs up, subscribe to my channel down below to level up your self-care and your baddie energy as a whole. And let's go ahead and get into today's video. What is self-care? Self-care is investing in yourself. Investing in yourself means you are your top priority and you are doing things that are going to help you to better yourself. It's when whatever energy you used to put out into the world outside of you before, into other people, into problems, into overthinking, into these external things, you put it back into yourself, into loving yourself, into honoring yourself, and into bettering yourself. Touch on mentally showing up for yourself and mental self-care. So some ways that I like to show up for myself mentally are I love reading books, listening to podcasts, things that help me stay educated, things that help me to stop being so distracted or even overthinking in my mind. These things are awesome because I'm growing my mindset, I am increasing my education, and I'm investing in more knowledge, which ultimately helps me to increase the livelihood of my life as a whole. I also like to limit my screen time. So if you guys don't know, you can actually limit your screen time or your apps. I do it because if not, I will be on my phone a lot of the day, even when I need to focus on other things. It's just a distraction. So I limit my screen time, especially at night. I try to have my phone off by the time it's time for me to go to sleep. This has helped my mentality so much. If I'm scrolling on TikTok and the limit comes up, I'm like, oh, gotta put it away, okay? It just teaches me discipline with my phone because phone addiction is very real and it can stress you out. And I also, when I first wake up, do not look at my phone because I notice that I have way more anxiety, overthinking, and stressing when I look at my phone first thing in the morning versus doing a meditation or doing some journaling. So be mindful of your phone and your screen time. Something else that has helped me immensely mentally is following a daily routine. And when I just wake up and I don't really know what I'm doing with my day and I know I have so many goals I want to accomplish and it is stressful, it does not help me versus having a calculated daily routine. I put all of my long-term goals in the format of a daily routine so that just showing up on my daily routine automatically is helping me to reach my long-term goals. And I don't feel stressed or overwhelmed or like I'm wasting my time or am I doing anything right? No, I'm just follow your daily routine because I already set myself up for success. So I highly recommend if you do not have a daily routine, get clear on what your long-term goals are and break them up into small increments every single day so that you can be working consistently towards who you need to be. I also invested in a morning and an evening ritual or routine for myself. In my morning routine, I wake up, I do my meditation, I do my affirmations and my journaling, and I like to work out in the morning as well. And for my evening routine, I'll do my journaling, I sip a little bit of tea, and I'll read a book at night. And these things are awesome because I start off my day focusing on myself, focusing on grounding my energy, and I'm not immediately jumping into the task or overthinking. Doing this consistently can actually burn you out. And it's very important to make sure that you are grounding yourself and paying attention to your inner world and getting yourself on the right track before you start your day. Another thing that has helped me mentally immensely is 8 hours of sleep at night. This is a non-negotiable. I wake up at 7, so I try to sleep by 11 every night. And I don't play with my sleep, especially since I do so much these days. I have so many goals I want to accomplish. I have to do it on a right and sound mind. It is imperative that you guys are getting 8 hours of sleep at night, best you can, 6 to 8 hours of sleep. I recommend 8 hours, okay, for all the business baddies out there, okay, minimum. But this has helped me so much. I feel way less tired during the day, way more energetic, and it just feels good waking up knowing that I actually got the hours of sleep that I needed, and it just mentally makes me feel way better. And most importantly, I walk around with way more gratitude in my life and less fear thinking thinking. I try to think more in a state of like, what's the best that can happen? What are the best outcomes that can come my way? Instead of preparing for the worst, I prepare for the best. And this has been one of the greatest mindset shifts that has helped me mentally, where I'm no longer in a state of fear and anxiety. And is this gonna work out? How am I gonna make this go my way? I'm just like, of course it's gonna go my way, right? Carrying myself and knowing my worth enough to know that I can trust that God got my back and I don't have to overthink too much about the world around me, and that I am exactly where I'm supposed to be at all times. This leads me to spiritual self-care. So what are some things that I do that I would offer for you guys as advice to do to show up for yourself and invest in your self-care spiritual-wise? Number one, I recommend is praying or talking to God or a higher power, whatever higher power resonates best with you. Praying or talking to God, this just helps because sometimes we carry so much stressors and worries in our day. And when you're talking to God, you're just kind of giving it to God, like, all right, God, like this is like, help me with this. All right, let me handle that. It just helps so much because it helps you to carry way less energetic weight and spiritual weights and stressors that are really not ours to carry. And it's very important to make sure you guys are honoring yourselves in this way by like having personal boundaries. Sometimes you got to be like, this isn't for me to worry about or figure out. Let me give it to God. Let me relax and let God handle this. Let the divine, the universe, take it as it resonates, handle this, and trust and decide. Once you let it go, you have to decide to stop stressing about it, of course, and learn how to trust the process and decide, you know what, I know it's gonna go my way. This has helped me immensely spiritually to release all these extra burdens and weights and stressors that I was holding on before. Another thing that I personally like to do is meditate. And you guys know I will talk about this all the time. Meditation is key. It is everything, all right? It's basically the idea of silencing and quieting your mind and grounding your energy so that you're not overthinking or stressing too much about what's going on or blah, blah, blah. Especially in the first part of your day. Like when I first wake up, I meditate. I do like a self-love meditation. It already starts me off on the right foot. It helps me feel way more calm, and it's just giving yourself permission to release whatever things you have to focus on for like 10 minutes. Meditation, it just helps you to step into a much better, more empowered version of yourself. So I highly recommend it. Since doing it, it makes me way less emotionally reactive and way more in control of my emotions and my mindset. And I highly recommend that you guys start doing that. Just a guided meditation, 10 minutes. I'll link one down below so you guys can go ahead and check one out, the self-love meditation I do, and it's amazing. I also recommend doing sound baths, sound frequency baths, aka like just playing your sound frequencies out on your speakers or in your headphones, or if you guys have a sound bowl. This is really good spiritually to help you guys to release any energetic blockages in your chakras or within any feelings of anxiety or stress. Like these energies are really good with clearing them out. So either chakra frequencies are really good, or just listening to like a specific healing meditation or healing meditation music is really great. So I highly recommend if you ever find yourself stressing and need to focus on grounding yourself. I also recommend listening to very grounding music. And one of my favorite songs is Janae Aiko's Trigger Protection Mantra. It's like a 6-minute track of her just saying, calm down over and over and over with her sound bowl. And I think it's extremely healing. I will link that one down below as well. It's also super important to start utilizing deep breathing. So in through your nose and out of your mouth. Right? This is an amazing way to calm your nervous system and to relax spiritually. And this helps you to just feel at a state of peace and calmness and equilibrium within, so you are not in this state of like fight or flight with whatever's happening around you. And you can approach life from a place of a way more grounded energy within. Finally, with spiritual self-care, I highly recommend affirmations. There is nothing like telling yourself you are that person, that you are amazing. And when you actually consistently affirm to yourself these things, your subconscious mind really starts to believe it, will rewire yourself into seeing it in the world around you. So it's so important to be consistent with affirmations. I personally love to listen to affirmations in my sleep. It actually transforms my self-concept. Your subconscious mind's way more receptive to messages in this time period at nighttime when you are asleep. So it's so important to listen to them in your sleep as well. I've become such a different version of myself just by listening to consistent affirmations at nighttime, 8-hour tracks like every night for a few years now. So I highly recommend you guys start your day in affirmations. I have affirmations I like to listen to on YouTube. I have affirmations that I have in my notes app on my phone, and I listen to affirmations at night. So make sure you guys do affirmations because it's a great way to hype yourself up, because you can't expect other people to hype you up if you are not hyping yourself up. This this leads me into emotional self-care. One of the best ways to utilize emotional self-care or to partake in emotional self-care is by journaling. You ever have so many thoughts in your mind and you feel sad or you feel angry, you just feel so overwhelmed by emotion? Journaling is your best friend. Just writing out in a stream of consciousness how you are feeling in the moment is so transformative, because instead of you having all these emotions in your head and then thinking these negative thoughts and then thinking the worst possible outcome and then overthinking about what this and overthinking about that, instead of you being in this energy, you kind of just put the energy out on paper, and it helps you to clear your mind from all of these negative thoughts. And plus, sometimes when you finish journaling, you just look and you're like, oh, it really wasn't that deep when you start rereading it back. But most importantly, it just helps you to have that sense of an outlet. So if you're ever emotionally overwhelmed, make sure you guys have a notebook that you guys can journal in. And it's also really cool to see the growth within yourself when you look back and you say, look, why was I overthinking about that or stressed about that? Like, I'm just so different now. So get yourself a notebook, a pen and a pad, and start journaling. I try to journal every morning and night. I actually have the 5-minute journal, and I do that every morning. So make sure you guys get one as well. The second piece of advice I have is to talk to a loved one, or if you guys have like a computer or something, talk into the camera. Like if you have photo booth on like a MacBook, it's so cool when you actually talk into the photo booth camera, the video, and you just vent for a little bit. It's like talking to a loved one if you don't have somebody to talk to, like you feel safe with. But if you do have somebody you feel safe with, talk to them. I'm learning things myself, to talk to my sister, to talk to my boyfriend, like whenever I'm overwhelmed. I'm the type of person where if I feel emotionally stressed, I keep it to myself. I'm a Taurus, if you know. And it's so important to make sure that you guys are investing in yourself by, if you ever feel overwhelmed, talking to the people that you love who are here to support you, because you are very worthy of receiving that sense of support, and these people want to help you. And if you don't have that, make sure you journal, or make sure you talk to your photo booth video camera instead. Something else that really helps emotionally is going outside, going to take a walk, getting some fresh air. Okay, there's nothing like touching grass, okay? Like it's kind of that touching grass effect where you get outside and you're like, wow, life is really not that bad. Go get some sunlight, right? Sometimes we just need some sun, okay? And it's so important to make sure you guys are honoring yourselves emotionally in this way. Get that fresh air, go into nature. These things are very healing, right? Nature is extremely healing for us, and it can help you to really ground yourself, and especially hugging a tree. If you ever do feel very overwhelmed or you just want to invest in that self-care, go ahead and hug a tree, because it is like, it literally takes the negative energy off of you. I haven't done that in a long time, but I remember back then it literally works. So go hug a tree today if you can. Another thing that's very helpful is creating art, whether you create content or you're a painter or you write, or maybe you create music or you like to sing. Create art, all right? It's a very effective way of taking care of yourself and honoring yourself and giving yourself that sense of self-care and expressing yourself more importantly, okay? And sometimes the best art comes from the craziest feelings or emotions. So it's just so important to make sure you guys are honoring yourself in that way. And y'all are out here talented. I see you guys, okay? So make sure you guys, whether you have a business or something, put your emotions and express them through the art that you guys are creating, because other people can also connect with that as well. Like, it's very brave if you guys can honor yourselves and share your experience with somebody else, and it's the most impactful form of change, in my opinion. Finally, make sure you guys spend time with loved ones, whether it's a family member, a friend, a sibling, or your pet. Okay, spending time with people will help you so much. So that's an excellent form of self-care, because if you're always in your own mind, in your own realm, doing you, like sometimes it could be very overwhelming and you could forget to get that sense of groundedness or that sense of where you came from. And that's very important when it comes to self-care, remembering who you are and what you deserve. And make sure you guys are honoring yourselves by spending time with people you love, because sometimes people miss you. I'm a huge person who for a long time was not spending time with my family the way I needed to, but changed my life recently. I spend time with my siblings so much, and my pet and my animals and my partner. And it's just so important to make sure that you guys are taking time to spend time with people you love, because you did not come here by yourself, and a spiritual journey can definitely be a lonely one at times. And you just have to remember that there are people who love you out there. And if you don't feel that way, start getting out of your house and start creating new friendships, because you are very much worthy of companionship. Let's get into the physical ways to invest in yourself, self-care wise. Number one, you guys know what I'm gonna say. Work out, go exercise, go move your body. It is so important to make sure that you guys are honoring your body in this way, whether you go to the gym or an at-home workout, whether you guys go for walking every day, or maybe you do Pilates or you take a class, do something with friends or by yourself. Go work out, go exercise, and take care of your body at least 3 times minimum per week, because this is like putting your brain in like a washing machine, and it helps you to come back into a state of equilibrium mentally. I feel completely different after my workouts. People feel happier, enlightened, all of the above. So make sure you guys are working out, but also it's really good for your body. Don't just work out for the aesthetic, work out because you want to be able to have your body at perfect health or really great health long term. Another thing that I highly recommend is eating whole foods. We love our fast food, we love our takeout, yes, but it is so important to make sure you guys are eating foods from the ground, your fruits, your vegetables, eating whole grains, eating nuts, eating balanced carbs, all of the above, right? Just make sure you guys are honoring your body by eating a colorful plate. This is very important. Eating a balanced plate is awesome. And just make sure you guys are at least cooking or at least ordering in places that are healthy, because processed foods, chips, things like that are actually destroying your body. It's not good for you like at all. Obviously in moderation, it's fine, but make sure you guys are honoring yourselves by eating like real fruits, vegetables, and healthy foods that are really good for you. Another thing that is helpful is drinking tons of water. I need to start doing this better. In fact, if you're watching this right now, you're legally obligated. Go drink some water. I'll wait. Okay. Drink some water because it is really good for your body. It hydrates. Anytime I'm not drinking enough, I can see it in my cuticles. My cuticles are like, water, look, we need water. So I have to go get water. But yes, drink water, guys, because your body needs it. We use so much hydration throughout the day, and your body needs that hydration. You need to replenish it. So drink 8 cups of water minimum. This is really great self-care, just taking care of yourself. All right, even put like a reminder on your phone to drink water if you aren't, but it's very transformative, and you may pee a lot at first, and that's okay. But ultimately, make sure you guys are honoring yourselves by drinking water. Less juices, less sodas, drink more water, more matchas, teas, things like that. So something that really changed the game for me is being consistent and taking my vitamins and my supplements. I feel at top energy and top health. I feel better. My skin has never been more glowy. I feel like my body just looks great. And it is so important to make sure you guys are taking your supplements and your vitamins. If you haven't, make sure you guys check out my last YouTube video where I show you guys all of the health and wellness supplements that you need to take that I'm currently taking. And make sure you guys go watch that. Like that video as well. But it's very informative, and it will give you guys an idea of all of the supplements and vitamins that you need to take at this time. Which leads me to speaking positively about your body. You cannot hate yourself into change bodies. Okay, there is nothing like hyping yourself up in the mirror, even if you don't believe it. The thing is, you have to speak it into existence, right? You have to tell yourself you're beautiful to feel beautiful. You have to tell yourself your body's popping to see that your body is popping. Because even if you do change your body in the gym or through a surgery, if you do not feel beautiful beforehand, it will not make you feel beautiful all of a sudden. Your mind is conditioned to think you don't like how you look, no matter how you look. So it's important to speak positively over your face, your appearance, your body, your hair, all aspects of yourself. Love yourself into the best version of yourself. Don't hate yourself into change, because that never works. The thing that is extremely helpful is having gratitude for ability. Whatever your sense of ability is, your mental ability, your physical abilities, emotional, spiritual, right? Have gratitude for yourself and for your life as it is. It is just so important to be able to be grateful. We don't know what we have until it's gone. It's just so important to be having a mindset of gratitude when you're coming towards your appearance or even just your ability to do something. All right. And if you have an inability, be grateful either way. You have life, right? And as long as you have life, you have opportunity. So it's so important to be grateful for yourself and what you have in this lifetime as well. Which also brings me back to my point. I think you guys should go on a daily walk every day. Go outside, especially since the weather is way better now. Go outside and get some sun at least once a day. Go for a walk. And also use SPF consistently, because this is going to help you guys to prevent yourselves from getting early skin cancer and things like that. It's just super important to make sure you're taking care of your skin in this way. SPF on your skin and your skincare routine, and on your skin if you are going to be outside consistently, because this is going to help you guys prevent wrinkles, prevent cancer, all of these things. So this is a great way to invest in self-care towards your body. 2 honorable mentions we're going to bring up today are appearance and financial self-care. So first things first, appearance-wise, make sure your nails and your hair are done. Invest in a skincare routine. All right, make sure you guys are using teeth whitening toothpaste for your teeth as well. And make sure you guys are investing in clean clothes. You should be washing your clothes once a week minimum, your sheets, pillowcases, towels, once a week minimum. Make sure you're wearing clean sneakers, clean clothes, all of the above, and take care of your natural appearance as well. Condition your hair consistently at least once a week. That's imperative. Deep conditionings are really great for your hair as well, and oil it as well. And yeah, like I said, make sure you guys wear SPF. This is imperative. This is not an option. All right, invest in your appearance in this way. And also your toenails are a must. Keep them done. This is just very important for self-care as well. And you know, leveling up your look is going to level up your mindset, your your mentality is going to be way better. You're going to be feeling way more confident and way more empowered in who you are. It will help you to apply pressure towards being the absolute best version of yourself in your day-to-day life. Most importantly, financially, self-care, make sure you guys have a budget or some type of system that you guys are following. A huge system I highly recommend is the 50-30-20 method. 50% of your earnings goes towards your expenses, 30% of your earnings goes towards your spending, and 20% of your earnings goes towards your investment and your savings. So make sure you're being intentional with your money so that you guys can do what you want to do long term and you can be at a healthy position financially at all times. Also, there's nothing like having more gratitude towards your finances. Sometimes we carry such a negative mindset towards our finances, and this is always gonna get in the way of you creating more opportunities for yourself. So always have that energy of gratitude no matter what your finances look like, and make sure you're consistently saying thank you for everything that you have or don't have, because you know more is on the way. Some other things you guys can do: start a business, go get your degree, start a side hustle, be a content creator, etc. There are so many opportunities to make money in today's time and age with social media, having your phone, right? And so much accessibility to knowledge and being able to learn new things. So make sure you guys are utilizing these things and don't just be limited to your financial situation, because you have the ability to create whatever it is you want for yourself at any point in time. So we're gonna end off today using my Sacred Self-Care Oracle deck. I just asked, what are 3 things that you guys can do right now after this video to invest in your self-care? So what are 3 things my baddies can do? All right, number 1, meditate. So after this video, go check out the self-care meditation in the bio and go meditate. Number 2 is read. Whether it's a fiction book, nonfiction book, self-development book. I'm reading a bunch of books right now. I have to do a video on that soon. But yes, make sure you guys are reading consistently, okay? It is so important to strengthening knowledge, strengthening your mindset, all of the above. So go ahead and check out a book to start reading, maybe like once a day or once a week. And the last card today is, what's one thing my baddies can do right now? You got make a meal. So maybe you guys haven't eaten today yet. All right, make sure you guys, by the way, are eating 3 meals a day. Okay, eat, don't play with me, eat. Okay, so yes, baddies, these are the ways that I like to invest in myself. And I'm telling you, my life has significantly changed as a result. I feel like the baddest version of myself. I look like the baddest version of myself, and I can help you to do the same. And it is so important. So make sure you guys are investing in yourselves consistently, mentally, spiritually, financially, appearance-wise, emotionally, in all ways. And the more you guys give yourself energy, the more your life is going to transform for the better. So thank you guys so much for watching this week's video. And if you have any more questions or you guys want to see anything else about self-care content, make sure you guys follow my TikTok at Ambria. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching this week's video. It is so good to see you guys again, baddies. I really hope you guys enjoyed this week's video, and if you are interested, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to my channel down below, where I talk about lifestyle and mindset and baddie energy. All right, so thank you guys so much for being here. Give this video a huge thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and make sure you guys follow me on my Instagram at Ambria Hearty, my TikTok at Ambria Hearty, and subscribe to my YouTube at Ambria Hearty. Okay, but it is so good to see you guys. I love and appreciate you all. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you guys next week, Friday at 12 p.m. at Eastern Standard Time. Bye, baddies.